What good winners? Welcome to the Betting Blitz live with Bet, your go sport, for hot odds and smart plays and big wins. You know how we do it in the studio. It's all about sports, and we have the sport gurus in the studio talking about truth that lies a lot. And of course, the ladies' man, Lade David, in the building. Let's start with truth. How are you feeling today, man?
You don't even talk. It's true that lies a lot. I don't tell you. But it's always good to be here, and it's always good to talk football. And well, my team is winning, so I'm happy about that.
1-0 against Sporting.
It's not better than 2-0. 2-0 down.
All right, the ladies' man, Lade David. How are you feeling, man?
Well, my name is Ololade David, not the ladies' man. But I feel good, man. I feel good. I mean, it's been a while in the studio and it feels good to be back.
Let's go straight to the latest sport trending news as far as the Premier League is concerned. Arsenal have regained momentum after a big European win and are pushing for their first Premier League title in over 20 years, leading the title race with a comfortable cushion. Manchester City remain in the mix and could lose the gap stronger depending on strong results. And in La Liga too as well, FC Barcelona are firmly at the top of La Liga with a solid point advantage over Real Madrid, who are trying to close the gap before the season ends. And in Serie A, Inter Milan leading Serie A with a stronger advantage, aiming for another Scudetto with key goals from their top attackers. And Napoli, AC Milan close behind, fighting for Champions League spot qualification. And in fresh League One, they're talking about title contenders Paris Saint-Germain. The big boys are top of League One standing, but the title race is tight with rivals like RC Lens and Lille within striking distance. And in League Dynamics, the French Championship is set for a dramatic finish, with several clubs are still capable of lifting the trophy, one of the closest League One races in recent memories. Yes, and tonight in the Europa League, Bologna will be facing Aston Villa, FC Porto will be facing Nottingham Forest, and of course Fribourg will be facing Celta Vigo. And lastly, in the UCA, Atletico Madrid defeated Barcelona 2-0 at the Camp Nou. Impressive performance from Lamine Yamal, and that will lead me to the question I'll be asking the guys in the studio, talking about the Ballon d'Or race. We have Yamal, we have Olise, we have Kane, and we have Kylian Mbappe. These guys are the talk of the town after the first leg of the Champions League being played. And people are saying who is going to win the Ballon d'Or if there's no World Cup season, and who decides better among these top guys. Let me start with Truth. What do you think? We have Yamal, we have Olise, we have Kylian Mbappe, the star man for Real Madrid. Who do you think will win the Ballon d'Or this year?
If you're saying Yamal and Olise, Kane, we'll look at it that, okay, if it's not a champion, if it's not a World Cup season, we have to look at it. Okay, you're doing well in your group, in your league. Are you doing well in Europe?
Europe. That's another big question.
Yeah. So at the moment, Barcelona has not been the strongest in Europe. Right? And presently, they are even 2-0 down against Atletico Madrid. So that's one of it. But Bayern Munich have shown strength through the season. I think the only defeat they had was Arsenal. Right? So they have shown strength in their league in Europe, and it's going to be between Harry Kane and Olise, and of course Rice. I will still put him. Arsenal, Rice. Yeah, it's going to be between Harry Kane, Olise, and Rice. But then, if everything continues like this, and let's say one of them wins the Champions League, then it will determine who actually gets it.
If they don't include Kylian Mbappe, do you agree with him?
Obviously, obviously. I mean, the way you play in your respective league is different from the way Europe views you. Yeah, you can be, let me use the word, shanoing in Yoruba. You can be odds in your league, and when it comes to the European stage, you are nowhere to be found. Yeah, so if this wasn't a World Cup season, my money will be on Harry Kane.
Harry Kane, OG.
Yeah.
Which Premier League player has been, the biggest surprise for this season?
Personally, surprised. Personally, I would say Semenyo. Semenyo has been amazing.
Amazing.
Absolutely amazing. And not to even forget Thiago. Brentford is been
absolutely brilliant.
Brilliant, because getting a call up to go to the World Cup
it's a lot.
It shows how brilliant you are. Right. In a Brazilian team that there's so many players out there. They're one of the countries that have enough professional players.
Yes.
Right? So getting a call up into that team shows how brilliant you've been. So Thiago for me, and Semenyo, and Ballon for me.
Ballon.
Yeah.
And I feel like Ancelotti also has this belief in Thiago, because I could remember the friendly game they played last, and was supposed to be the man to take the PK. But also give it to Thiago.
Give it to this other person.
And you know,
I think to build his confidence.
And he did just that. It shows that he's relying on a top striker like Thiago. He has proven himself this season, and any the World Cup call. I think I agree with you that he's one of the most outstanding players, you know, this season.
Yeah.
You know, that everybody's looking up to.
Challenging our land.
Challenging our land. And don't forget to let's talk about Ugo Ekitike. Brilliant, you know.
But
even though it's a little bit
Liverpool's
season looks as if
it's
performance. That's dropped performance. So basically, we have to look at, okay, your team is not the best, but are you standing out in that sense?
In that sense.
And right now, Ekitike is not trying to like save them always or something. So I will still give it to Thiago and Semenyo and Endowment.
Champions League is back. You know, the first leg amazing. You know, we saw what Bayern Munich did, like we said, 2-1. You know, we saw what Arsenal did against Sporting, 1-0. You know, so we saw what, you know, almighty Paris Saint-Germain, absolute dominant, 2-0 against Liverpool, 70% ball position, 30 against for Liverpool. You know, 6
so
shot on target, 0 for Liverpool.
Embarrassing.
Dominance. See, over time we realized that Paris Saint-Germain in their team, when they face top giants, I don't want to know who you are. In their home, they will dominate you. You understand? In their house, they will dominate you. But the second leg is here at Anfield. Do you think this Liverpool squad and a slot team, Hugo, Salah, can they do it again? Let me start with you.
I don't think so. I don't think so, honestly. And the reason is because the player morals have dropped already. I'm sure many of them would be like, we are getting to the end of this season. We'll just try to get into the top 5.
Top 5.
You get? Because if you look at, if you followed the match on that day, there was no, that confidence Liverpool tend to have.
Wasn't there.
Even when they are away, it wasn't there.
It wasn't there. And for the first time for a very long time in years,
it wasn't
Liverpool
there.
don't even have a shot on target.
Look at the ball possession, 70 to 30. Come on.
That's a lot. That's a lot. But do you think if Salah would start at Anfield, maybe something can be different?
There'll be a difference, obviously, because Salah is their key player. I mean, even though he's leaving, but he still plays his heart out, and when Salah is with the ball, we know what he can do with the ball. I don't think it will make much difference.